Hey guys, this is the Black Manga Critic, and this is my first ever video on YouTube, or really any recorded video, probably my entire life in terms of, just making something for the masses, right? Um, I guess I would just want to start by, telling you a little bit about myself, ideas that I have for the channel, and I really, really want, um, I guess I want, a place where I can talk with you guys, really hear from other people that love manga and anime and comic books and all those, great things that I love. Because I know you guys probably love them too. Otherwise, you wouldn't, take the time to watch this channel. Okay. So I want to say a little bit about myself. I'm actually a PhD student in English. And I currently reside in New York City, so that's a life. I mean, if you're a PhD student in anything, you either want to be in California, in the United States, you either want to be in California or New York City, right? I mean, they're both, wonderful places to live, and New York City is, for me at least, the place to live. I mean, I know I was born and raised here, but I still think that New York City is an amazing place. As a student, as a PhD student, you have so many resources, things of that nature. There are comic book shops, all over the place. So I never have an issue, buying the things that I need, buying the comics, the manga, the anime, all that good stuff. So I guess in terms of the channel, I'm really, really concerned with hearing what you guys think, about the way that I review, the manga that I'm reading, the anime that I'm reading, the comic books that I'm reading. I'm probably going to stick with manga at first, just because I would say that that's what I'm most comfortable with. A lot of the work that I do in my PhD program deals with comic books, graphic narratives, things of that nature. And I probably read manga. I would say the first thing I ever read, like in terms of a comic sort of thing, was manga. So I'm going to stick with that for now. And then as more and more people watch this channel, I really want to hear from you, and I really want to figure out what you guys want me to talk about, because as much as this channel is for me in a lot of ways, because it's hard. It's hard being a black man, and it's hard being a black man and finding people within your PhD program to talk to about manga, right? Like it's nearly impossible. And when you do find those people, they've probably not really thought long and hard about the things that they're watching or reading in a way that avid anime and manga fans do. So really, really invested in just talking about the manga that I love, and really hearing about how you feel about it, and just having a conversation, because it's all about conversation. I really, really want conversation about manga in my life, and I think YouTube is a great way of getting that. I'm not really concerned about being the next PewDiePie or if any of you have ever checked out D&B Nation, and nothing like that. I don't want I don't need 4 million viewers or anything like that. I just I just want to be able to talk to people about this stuff. So the first thing that I just sort of want to propose is what do you guys want me to review and analyze? Because a lot of this channel is going to be me sort of saying, okay, I'm going to take a volume of a manga and really sit down with it and do what I do just generally in terms of my PhD work, which is look at manga and comic books and graphic novels and all of those things, and really analyze the work, really grapple with it. So I'm really looking forward to doing that work, and I'm really looking forward to, I want to say, you guys giving me the, sort of primary text, right? In that academic speak or whatever. The text that I'm going to be reviewing. I guess the second thing I want to say is I'm probably going to start off with one of my favorite manga, I want to say, of all time, which is Hunter x Hunter. And, I think with the 2011 version of the Hunter x Hunter anime, like, there's been this huge boom of videos and people just, taking their time to really look at, battles, conversations, full arcs of the anime, and really analyzing those things. I'm thinking of people like, I want to say Uber Hikari, Super Eye Patch Wolf, who are just really grappling with these texts, and having like amazing and coming up with amazing critiques of these texts. So that's something I really look forward to, because I think, like, when I first started really taking this seriously as an academic, right? Like, as someone who's really involved in the rigorous critique of particular texts, right? Hunter x Hunter was, on the top of my list, because it's just Yoshihiro Togashi does such a great job of, taking these characters and setting them in this world that, while at first might seem kind of small, really is very large. And I'm really interested in doing character analyses, as well as ability analyses, the Nen system, the political movements that happen within the world of Hunter x Hunter, right? So that's probably where I'm gonna start, and then you guys can just let me know if that's to your liking, if the videos are great, and if not, then I can move on to something else that you suggest, but also that I like, right? Because if you suggest something, just because you suggest something doesn't mean that I'm going to review it, right? I mean, I have to I have to look at it first if I haven't already, and if I do, and if I'm already really into it, or I get into it and I really like it, then great. Then I'm gonna take the time. I'm gonna sit down, with my pen and paper and laptop and all of those tools, and I'm gonna really grapple with the work and review it to the best of my ability, right? So the third thing is I'm just really looking forward to sort of being a part of this YouTube anime community, and all of, like, the rigor and the silliness and the camaraderie that comes with that. I think it's really difficult as a fan of anime and manga, and even comic books, of all those things, to find people in your everyday life, especially if you're around my age. I mean, so don't want to age myself, or whatever the phrase is, but I am 28 years old, right? So as a 28-year-old, it is hard. Like, and as a 28-year-old academic, it is really, really difficult to find people to talk about anime with, right? It's just a difficult thing, or manga, or comic books, or whatever. It's really difficult. So I'm really looking forward to talking with the anime community, hearing what they think, and I kind of feel like I already do that, because I watch a ton of their videos. Big One Piece fans. I'm always following people like Roger's Base and Neverworld and Chibi Reviews and Joy Boy Theories and all those people, and I'm really grappling with their videos, and thinking about how they're analyzing these texts. And I always enjoy watching those videos. When a manga comes out on a particular day, maybe that's a Wednesday, if it comes out early, and Thursdays, maybe it's a little late. I get up in the morning, sit in front of my laptop, and I chow down, because manga is food for the soul. Okay, so I'm really looking forward to that. I'm really looking forward to talking about all these things with the anime community. The last thing I want to say is that I'm really looking forward to doing live interactions. So where maybe I'm not necessarily reading anything or reacting to anything, because I do think that sometimes you see a lot of contrived reactions, people who are trying to be the next Uzumaki Khan or whatever, and I love Uzumaki Khan, and there is only one Uzumaki Khan. Everyone else is an imitator, and I am not trying to be an imitator. Okay, I really want to, grapple with these texts, but I don't want my views to come from reactions. I think there's a sort of odd ego that sort of comes with that, with, sort of believing that, oh, well, if I just react to these things, then people are going to want to watch me react to these things. And there are too many of these people out there, right? Like YouTube is flooded with them. So I'm not trying to add to that. I really just want, a live discussion, a live conversation with you guys about whatever it is that I'm reading, whatever it is that I'm working on. And I want to hear what you guys think, because you guys matter. I see you all, I see you all in the YouTube comments of other videos, and you guys have really amazing things to say, and just as an academic, I think that, it's really important that my work, and the things that I'm talking about are relatable to people who don't necessarily call themselves academic, or who aren't necessarily in academia per se, who are just like, hey, I want to read this stuff, I love this stuff, I want to talk about this stuff, point blank, right? So I'm really looking forward to that. I would love to do, maybe weekly live videos, monthly live videos, whatever you guys feel like would work for my channel. So I guess that's it, and I'm really looking forward to hearing what you guys have to say. Maybe I'll upload another video. Maybe I'll start, with a critique of Hunter x Hunter Volume 1. Because I've already read, obviously I've read the manga. I'm all caught up with the manga. I'm caught up with the anime. But I really do think that rereading text is important, because, you read through it and you have, that sort of first read glow about you, and you're so happy, and you're all about talking about it with everyone, and you want to tell the world about what an amazing thing the thing that you just read is. But rereading it really allows you to grapple with the text, in a way that first read through doesn't, right? You first read through, you miss things, you're not necessarily thinking about particular things that a reread would prompt you to think about. So I'm really looking forward to rereading through the manga of Hunter x Hunter, and really getting some interesting things out of that, things that maybe I didn't see in my first read-through, my second read-through, or whatever. So I'm going to end the video there, because I don't want the video to be too long, and have a nice day.